Juan, you got Faneo, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking
NDO
with?
Giant. NDO Giant. Po, 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 po.
Boop, boop, boop. So let them know where we at right now.
Man, we are the podcast. We are the great podcast, great energy. Mental health is very critical. That's why we're out here doing events like you do, hosting, and we're out here and doing more things for the community, for our black culture.
Why is it important to hold something like this?
It's important because it brings people talk about different things they've been through in life, and when you talk about things like this, it brings us together. Black people, we can communicate. It's not just partying, having a good time. We know how to communicate, conversate, and conscious thinking is very important for Neo.
Love it. And
Yeah,
that
man.
accent, they're gonna be like, where he from?
Man, I'm from the motherland, Wakanda forever. Po, po, po.
So you got Faneo, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Jazz.
Jazz. So tell them where we at, Jazz.
So I met everybody through James Giant. And my talk is, as far as it goes, making sure people show up as their highest selves and doing their thing. When it comes to it, starving the ego and feeding the soul. And when you have that, the Great Awakening is here. And as the Great Awakening is here, you're choosing chaos or alignment. And as that's going on, as I've tapped into my power, what I realize is to go to man in love. And as that journey goes on, making sure man learns the journey of loving themselves. And as they do that, show up as your highest self. Tap into your alchemy. Do everything you need to do to make sure you kill the ego.
And why is it important to show up as your best self?
Because anything else is self-sabotage. Anything else is self-destruction. Anything else is counterfeit. Anything else is denial. You only got one life to live. So it's important that in this journey, that in the walk that you're in, you got one shot in this dimension. Everything will be shut down and it's not going to go as planned unless you come into the duality of your ordained and factual self. That's it. That's all.
Where you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
She from Atlanta, so she a native.
Right here.
And where can the people find you at?
Me underscore Jazzy Chica, MI underscore JAZZY CHICA, and Jasmine Nicole Exclusives Hair Salon. Jasmine Nicole Exclusives Hair, too.
I'll make sure y'all follow that. Thank y'all. And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
You got your boy Go Getter,
We love it. Go get her. Where you from? Go get her.
Chicago.
Chicago. There's another Chicago person in the building. I've been meeting a lot of Chicago people lately. I love it though. So tell the people where we at right now.
We on the 33rd parallel in the ancient capital of Atlantis, that's known today as Atlanta. That's where we at with it.
Okay. So we was talking about the Lost City, man. Can you go explain just a little bit about it? Not too much, but just a little bit.
Okay, so um, the collective consciousness got this idea of life that we are one human race, and that we so-called African Americans come from Africa with spears and hunting animals and fruit baskets on our head, when in reality that can't be no more further from the truth. We are gods and goddesses. We are not human beings. We come from the 19th galaxy, Xylanthia, and the Sirius star system, which is what the term COVID-19 is about. What happened was is that got us to this point of thinking we human beings. We fell in frequency. We used to be highly heavy with going within ourselves, and we fell out of ourselves via the attack that's been done to us via religion, the whole toxic way of life that brought us to where we are currently. But it's essential to know that we are gods and goddesses and nothing less, not kings or queens, gods and goddesses. I'm not saying that just to say it. I'm saying it because it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? We the very fabric that's in our skin that give us this color is called carbon, and that's just at its weakest state, because in its highest level of energy it's called NASA. The NASA scientists refer to it as antimatter, which is makes up the whole cosmos. Carbon is the base element of all life. So this is what make us gods and goddesses. I'm not saying that just to boost your ego. I'm not saying that just to be cliche. I'm saying it because it's a metaphysical truth. We created everything. Everything is us. Now we rise.
And why is it important for people to think like this?
Um, it's important to think like this because everything in life operates off attraction. So if you don't understand, not understand, but understand that you are a God, then you won't be able to tap into your abilities. You won't be able to go within, because you're gonna be going outside of yourself looking for that source of foundation to whatever power that you need to get you through anything. You're gonna go looking outside of yourself when all you needed to do is go within. You know what I'm saying? So
And where can the people find you at?
y'all can find me on Instagram at gogetter_7.
Y'all stay tuned. And thank you. This for Neil, and we got
Go getter.
for Neil. And who do I had a pleasure of speaking with?
Hey man, it's the Black Mav.
Ooh, the black man is y'all see right here. This is him right here on his face. So can you tell me a little bit about it?
Okay, so this is what we call appleberry moss. Shout out to How to Vegan ATL, the alchemist of this drink. It is all organic apples, blueberries, cherries, blackberries. There's 4 different seaweeds in here. It's purple sea moss, kelp, bladderwrack, dose. 4 different sources of iron: Jamaican sarsaparilla, guaco, yellow dot, burdock root. And ginger as well. Okay. Just everything that your body is made up of, minerals, because we often look for vitamins, and people think that when you're dehydrated that you're thirsty or you haven't drinking enough water, but it's really a mineral deficiency. And sea moss has 92 of the 102 minerals that our body is made up of. Bladderwrack has the other 10. So those two combined is literally everything that your body is made up of inside of this bottle. Yeah.
So why is it important for people to drink something like this?
Okay, so we need fruits. Our body is assimilated to take fruits. It's the fuel, whether we like it or not. You're not gonna pull your car up to the gas station and put diesel in your car because you know what's gonna happen to it. So we get in this thing of doing what we want to do. Regardless of what we want to do, the body is going to run at its most efficient, off the most efficient fuel, and that's fruits. And we need to get that in our body, and that's going to give us all the energy and all the minerals we need.
And where can the people find you at?
Oh man, at the Black Mav, DA Black MAV for victory, and also the Godspeed Experience, _Godspeed Experience.
And last thing, we at this event. How was your experience?
Oh man, it was replenishing, just like the juice. You know what I mean? An exchange of energy, man. It was beautiful. A lot of beautiful souls. I'm grateful for the fact that they even wanted to share themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't talk about what they're going through, and that's the thing. We need to interact with each other more out here in this world. You know, I heard somebody speak on that. Shouts out to them. We definitely, there's so much we can gain from just chopping it up with each other, just like we're doing right now, man. So we need to do more of that and love and know that we're God's. God is in here, and we need to treat ourselves as such and speak to each other as such. You know what I'm saying? So peace, God.
Peace, thank you. So you got Faneo, and we got
the Black Mav.
Godspeed. Yes, sir. Neil, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Your boy DJ Camelot.
Ooh, DJ, hey, he just showed me he weighed over 300 pounds, and now he look like this. So can you tell the people a little bit about your journey?
Well, shit, my journey really started with a lot of depression, insecurities, and just all the bad shit that you can just imagine. Like, imagine not being able to control nothing about yourself. Like, I would get on Instagram, scroll, and that bitch might say, if your girl got a butterfly tattoo, you know she a thought. And I might look over some shit like, butterfly tattoo, you a thought, ain't you? You know what I'm saying? Just because I was that low vibrational. But goddamn, one day I just turned vegan for real. It just happened. I just wanted to try something different. Then from there, like 3 months later, my partner was asking me if I wanted to work out, and he asked me for a year straight every day. And I would be like, nah. And I even talk, try like, nah, nigga, I don't need to work out. I'm a fat nigga with swag. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like that. But I was really sad and depressed. That was just my bravado to try to hide it. But man, I started working out, bro. And then next thing you know, I was addicted to it. But the thing that got me addicted was realizing like everything else it was doing to me, it was relieving me. Like I was relieved. Like I would go in frustrated and fucking hit the weights and leave. Like, bro, what was I even mad about? Like it just made shit just seem futile. Like, how you even letting this little shit bother you, bro? Like you just threw 300 pounds out your chest. Like, so how does that matter, bro? How does that flat tire matter? How does that conversation you had with this person? None of that shit matters. So Man, just fitness basically, bro. It changed my life. And I went there to change just like being insecure. I didn't know it was going to make my brain power stronger. I didn't know it was going to make me procrastinate less. I didn't know it was going to make me fight through. And, I didn't know all this other stuff was going to come from it. Creativity, better energy, positivity. So that shit was the pleasant surprise. I just wanted to, feel good about myself. But I love that. Yeah.
So like, why was it important for you to just flip that switch? Because you could have stayed like that.
Well, I mean, I'm naturally a positive person, right? So everybody know me as the guy that's gonna motivate and stay positive always. And I was losing that allure about myself. So it was like I had to figure out something. I just was tired of like being a person who would say something and I'm really not living it because I go home depressed. Or I'm telling people about the best diet practices, but they looking at me like, but you're not eating it. But I'm like, man, Bill Belichick ain't played NFL, but they teach NFL players. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm not Bill Belichick. That's the whole thing. So it's just like at the while I just had to start, try to implement some of the stuff that I was saying. And it started with the changing of the diet. You know what I'm saying? Let me start there. Then that shit just changed everything else. Cause I knew I started the diet for the mental part. Cause they kept saying that what you put in you are what you eat and all that. So I'm like, let me try it. And I tried it. And it really freed up some energy enough to actually let me go to the gym and work out and stay in that bitch because it wasn't easy. I wanted to quit a lot of times, bro.
And where you from?
I'm from Baltimore.
Okay, B-More in the building. Salute to B-More. And so we at this event. How was your experience?
Man, my experience was great, man. Everybody came with good insight. I felt like I learned a lot today. I seen a lot of perspectives. You know what I'm saying? I realized that there's more people like me than I thought. And it's a lot more that I would like to say, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of views on the world. I'm going to be honest. I have a very different view of the universe, but you know what I'm saying? I like to hear everybody else's version too, you know what I'm saying? Because I love being a part of the collective consciousness because I know it's not just about me. It's all about how we feel and our equal chemistries because like you might be better at stuff that I'm not good at, but I'm good when I'm around you. And we all know that energy. We all been around our friends and how we with our friends. We more hyper. We might talk to girls more. Like it's just more confidence, but it's just that energy of being around each other and knowing that you got my back. You know what I'm saying? That it feeds to each other. So, I'm really all about the hive mind. Like I love the hive mind and the hive community. You know what I'm saying?
And last thing, can you tell the people a little bit of motivation?
Work out. And I promise you, I know it sounds cliche. It's cliche. It's so cliche. But I promise you, if you just work out, it's going to figure out the rest of your problems by itself. Like everything else will figure its own self out. Just work out. And then I promise you, bro, work out. Because it's not just building your muscles. Your biggest muscle is what's supposed to be your brain, right? Yep. So your brain is working out as well. And a stronger brain is everything. So I promise you, I know it sounds cliche, yo. Work out, get active. It's gonna change the world because they doing this thing now with the body love and it's cool. Love yourself, and I'm not fat shaming or nothing like that. But you're not maximizing your being like that. You know what I'm saying? I know from experience, so it ain't like I'm just a person who looking from. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person who was there and loved it. And was like I told you, told my friend, I'm a fat boy with swag. I don't never need to lose weight. Shit, these hoes love me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was. These hoes love me. They love this, but it's not real, bro. I wasn't maximizing myself because now I was before then. I write movies and shit, right? So I had about 15 movies all started, none done. Get in the gym now. I got about 5 finished scripts. Finished now. Like now I know how to fight through. You know what I'm saying? The delayed gratification. Like it's delayed gratification. Not instant, delayed working and seeing the results later, but still working and believing, planting the seeds and actually really believing. You know what I'm saying? That it's gonna come even though you ain't seeing it. So that's the motivation.
And where can the people find you at?
Go to DJ Camelot, DJ_Camelot with a K on all platforms. I like to keep my stuff uniform.
Y'all here, so you got Fennell and we got
DJ Camelot.
Y'all stay tuned.
Trust myself, because everybody else but myself. All the flaws I was myself. Help them figure out just myself. This year you better want yourself. Mass in the babies, mass in the opera, mass in the neighborhood store. She shot by the mask on hide.